Hi, my name is Gretchen Nicholson, and this is my Acceptable Use Policies presentation. So first we're going to start with what is an acceptable use policy. So an acceptable use policy, also known as an AUP, is what constitutes acceptable and unacceptable use of the internet. And schools have AUPs normally because they are used to create a safe and secure, reliable environment. So with Chromebooks being rolled out to different schools, primary grades and upper grades are using technology more often. These were created in order to make sure that students know what is expected of them when they are using their Chromebooks or the internet in general. So the AUP purpose that I reviewed was the Montgomery County Public Schools AUP. And this pretty much says the purpose is to ensure that the security of all elements of MCPS computer systems and related technology. It's also to delineate appropriate uses for all users, whether they're students, staff, or even parents who are in the building. Also to promote intellectual development through the use of computer systems, and then to ensure compliance with relevant state and local federal laws. So then I dug a little bit deeper and went into my school and their AUP. Along with MCPS, my school has an agreement that needs to be signed at the beginning of the year called Chromebook Policies. This serves as another AUP for the year. So if you look at this document, it breaks it down into student-friendly or student-centered terms because students actually have to read this and sign this document. And pretty much it says that technology can be a great learning tool. However, it's vital that students follow and respect the rules when using it. So if you look right here, it shows about 5 different things that students need to adhere to when they are on Chromebooks or any sort of technology. And then it also has some guidelines for student email accounts, and then it also gives consequences for students who don't follow these rules. So this is one of the things that my students sign at the beginning of the year. Communication to staff, students, and parents. So I broke this down into 3 different categories. So staff, the AUP should be created with the staff in order to determine how technology will be used. Since multiple grade levels use it, it could look different in 1st grade over 4th grade. The students who are involved in signing these AUPs, if students are supposed to comply, it is critical they understand what the policy stipulates. The document needs to be student-centered and is the first step to that process. So it's really important that students understand the different AUPs, because if they don't, then they're not able to adhere to them most of the times. And then finally, parents should also be informed of the AUP through a letter. They will be able to read the AUP and discuss the expectations with their child. So the AUP that you saw on the previous slide, students can talk with their parents, and parents can talk to their students about what they're expecting of them at school. So implementation for teachers. So teachers need to make sure they're monitoring students and implementing random checks in order to ensure that students are adhering. So there's multiple different programs that are already on our computers in order to check Chromebooks. Also having clear expectations of the AUP and reviewing them with students before using them. Explaining the consequences, and then maintaining open dialogue between students. In case they see some misuse of technology, they can always report it to you. And then how can teachers engage in safe practices? So educating students, that's one of the things where teachers need to be the role model about internet safety, and then creating awareness in students, parents, and guardians about the dangers involved, so uncensored use of the internet, including exposure to inappropriate words or images. And then identifying the school's strategy to avoid these safety issues, and then clearly defining the standards of behavior and the consequences involved. And then these are my references. Thanks for watching.